Hi, Brother Teacher here. Many or most of you may have already heard the news of another young black man being murdered by, and I'm going to say this and I have no reservation in saying this, racist white men. That's what they are. What I'm saying to you today is obvious. Video footage does not lie. We're not talking about something that was photoshopped or edited in a film studio. We're talking about a live execution of a young black man, 25 years old, in Brunswick, Georgia, back in February. Arbery was his name. Uh, First name Arbery, last name Arbery. Now, this incident took place in Georgia, where this young man, who was an aspiring athlete, he had played basketball from what I understand, he went out on a jog, such as what athletes do. I've been an athlete the majority of my life. I've always jogged, ran, and exercised out of doors, but never expecting that someone would execute me or target me for execution, alleging that I had done anything wrong. Well, this is what happened with Aubrey Arbery in February of 2020. He's jogging, and these two white men, father and son, armed with a high caliber handgun and a shotgun, followed him, alleging that he had been involved in a robbery over a course of time in the neighborhood, thinking that he was a suspect. They had their pickup truck or vehicle parked ahead of where Arbery was running. Arbery saw the vehicle, driver's door was open, and he went to the passenger side and went around the vehicle. And as he got around the vehicle, getting ready to cross the street again, he was attacked by one of the men. He tussled with the guy, and then he was shot. Two or three shots rang out, and the other gentleman was standing in the bed of the truck. They executed this man and then had the nerve to claim self-defense. Say they did it because they felt like their life was in danger. The father said he shot, or Arbery was shot, because he was attacking his son, and his son was trying to defend himself. Now, go figure. If you watch the video, if you're wearing shorts and a t-shirt, running gear is what we call it, and a vehicle ahead of you is already parked and the door is open, doesn't that look like someone is waiting for you to get there? This was the case. This young man ran past the vehicle, and as he crossed in front of the vehicle, he was attacked. And then he was shot and killed, trying to protect himself, trying to defend himself, and he stood no chance against two men who were armed with firearms. I'm happy that after a period of time, they finally charged these men with the murder of Arbery. Such a shame, such a sad story for that young man and what he could have been in his life. And such a sad story and a shame that they took him away from his mother and his family and friends and from the world because of hatred. This is white extremist behavior. This is white racism. Can't stand the fact that someone is black and different than you, so you feel like they don't deserve to be here, and that you have to treat them like an animal and slaughter them in the street. and thinking that you was just simply going to walk. Simply thinking that it was okay. Now, many people have covered this story already. Many people have talked about it. It's been in the news here recently in the past couple of days. But this is my perspective. This is my viewpoint. This is from my channel to my people and for anyone else that's listening and or watching. It might seem like it's being recycled, but it's from my perspective. And I'm saying this crap has to stop. This reminds me of Sandra Bland in Texas. The woman went there pursuing a job. She gets pulled over at a traffic stop, asked to get out of her car or demanded to get out of her car, and she wouldn't put her cigarette out over a traffic stop. And then she's arrested after she's physically accosted by a cop. And then she ends up dead inside the jailhouse in the cell, and they say she hung herself with a garbage bag. Go figure. It's time for justice. Justice for anyone that's black. Justice for anyone that is poor. Justice for anyone who is being oppressed in this country. This stuff is getting old. If you are watching me today, Mr. Arbery's mother, family, and friends, you have my condolences for the loss of your son, your relative, and your friend. May the Almighty have mercy on all of us. And let's continue to pray for the family of Arbery, Mr. Arbery. This was ridiculous. It was senseless. And I hope and I pray that these two men get life in prison and never see daylight again. That's what they deserve. No excuse for it at all. What do you think? I'm out.